and welcome to your lower body and mostly glute focused workout today. You're also going to be seriously activating those inner thighs, so don't worry, we're not ignoring that either. We are starting off today with 6 exercises. Each exercise is 50 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We're hitting 3 sets in a row without a break. You're going to need a set of weights and your mat, and we're going to get started. I'm going to show you the first 3 exercises. We're going to do our warm-up, and then as we go through, I'll show you the remaining 3. We're going to start here with a goblet squat. Weights are in front of the chest, sitting back towards your heels, hit a pulse, and squeeze it back up. Exercise number 2, this is going to be done with or without weights, and again, I'll explain more in depth, okay, as we go through. You're going to step back into a reverse lunge, and then that same leg is going to cross over on a diagonal, and then it's going to come back into a reverse. And then exercise number 3 is the other side. All right, so make sure your weights are next to you. Grab a sip of water if you want, and start your watch, and we're going to get started with our warm-up. Running in place, we got a warm-up shake. A few nice deep breaths. And take it down, hit your 10 squats. Squeeze those glutes, get them nice and warmed up. You're going to be working a lot today. 5 to go. One more, and we're going to take it right back up. Now pump those arms. Knees a little bit higher. Keep those nice deep breaths going. And take it down, 10 more squats. Push those knees out to the side, sit back towards your heels. Squeeze those glutes nice and hard on your way up. Got 3 more. And 1. All right, take a deep breath, grab those weights, hit an hour goblet squat with a pulse. You're going to put those weights together, hold them in front of your chest. Okay, feet are slightly wider than hip width apart, toes slightly pointed out to the side. 3, 2, 1, go. Sit back towards your heels, pulse, and squeeze it up. Sit back towards those heels, pulse, and squeeze. Remember in these pulses, we're not bouncing from our knees, okay? The pulse comes from digging those heels into your mat, activating those glutes, release, and then squeeze back up. 25 more seconds. Inhale down, exhale up. Ten more seconds. I apologize, my Siri. Okay, Siri, be quiet. And 10 seconds rest. All right, now we're going into our reverse lunge and a cross. You can hold your weights here, or you can drop them to the ground. If this is your first time doing this, I recommend doing it without weights. We're going to step the right leg back into a reverse lunge. Now the right leg is going to cross over to the left side into a cross, and then you're going to go back into a reverse. Okay, so it's coming back into that line of the hip. Cross over to the left, and then it comes back behind you. So we're always keeping that bend in the front leg. Okay, shifting our weight just as we transfer that back leg. Pressing that heel into the ground, okay? You're not supposed to feel any pressure in that knee. If you do feel pressure, you're gonna do your cross lunge, come back up to standing, and then go back into reverse. Cross, and come back up to standing. 2, 1, and release. Good, taking it to the other side. Okay, so now the left leg is going to be stepping back and then crossing over to the right side, and begin. Step back with the left, cross the left leg over to the right, and then it comes back behind you. Good, keep that bend in the front leg, and the back leg. Okay, we're always coming back to that 90. And sit. Sit bones are not going back behind you, okay? Make sure you keep your upper body up, hips rotated underneath you, sit bones going straight down towards the ground. 15 seconds to go. Keep those shoulders pulled back, belly lifted in and up. 7 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, grab those weights again. Now we're going into a curtsy lunge and a knee lift. Same leg. 2, 1. Cross that leg on the diagonal behind you. Bend both knees. And then you're going to press through that front heel. Lift the knee up in front of you. Leg goes back on the diagonal. Press through the heel. Knee comes up. Back. Okay, so my hips are opening on a diagonal. And then my hips come back forward. Lift up the knee. Hips open to that diagonal. Knee comes forward. 15 seconds to go. Okay, you keep that weight in the heel of your front leg. It's really important to note in this exercise also that you're not doing this. Okay, no butts behind us. Keep everything lifted. Keep those hips tucked. Straight down. Knee. And shake it out. Okay, we're going into the other leg. 3, 2, 1, other side. Step it back on that diagonal. Press through that heel. Lift up that knee. Squeeze that glute. You should feel that glute already working. Nice and hard. Knee goes back. And we lift. Pull the belly in. Weight is in the heel of your front leg. You shouldn't feel any pressure in that back knee. And again, if there's any point where you're feeling the knees, you either drop one weight or both weights to the ground and keep doing this exercise with just your body weight. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, bring those weights to the ground. Now we're going to be doing a static squat hold and pulsing. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Sit it back towards those heels and pulse. Pulse. Okay, this is different. You're going to keep going, keep pulsing. This is different than your sumo squat, okay? We're not here. That's working more in the inner thighs. We really want this to be glute focused. Sitting back. Draw from those heels, okay? Activating those hamstrings. Activating, squeezing those glutes in towards one another. 20 seconds to go. Keep your belly in and tight. Okay, don't make sure you're not arching your back too much, okay? Make sure you're rotating your tailbone down towards the ground. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it back up. We're going into set number 2. Back to our goblet squat with a pulse. Grab those weights. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Sit. Pulse. Squeeze it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Okay, I'm going to show this to you from the side. You're sitting back towards your heels. Knees push out to the side. Sit bones go down to the ground. We activate those glutes, and then we pull it all the way back in and up. 15 seconds to go. Last 7. 3, 2, 1. Okay, weights go down for modified. If you're advanced, you're going to keep holding those weights in your hands. We've got our reverse to diagonal lunge in 3, 2, 1. Go. Step it back. Reverse. The right leg goes to the left on the diagonal, and then it comes back behind you. Okay, I'm going to keep going because I have a couple hand things I want to show you. Making sure that your focus, if your right leg is back, you want to make sure you're focused on the glute of your left leg. Okay, that's our focus. That's our activation point. Okay, when we drive through that heel, those sit bones go down towards the ground. We're really working that side over there, right here. 15 seconds to go. Keep your belly in. Okay, no leaning over. Tuck those hips underneath you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. If you were doing those right, you're really going to feel that whole area right there. Now we're taking the left leg back, and then the left leg goes over to the right side. 2, 1. Let's do it. Back. Drive through that heel to the diagonal. Okay, so if your left leg is back and moving, you're going to be working and focusing your attention on that right glute. Drive through that heel. 25 seconds to go. You've got this. Keep breathing. Don't get lazy. Don't let those sit bones come back. Keep them going down. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay, we're going into our curtsy lunge with a knee lift. The weights are at the sides of the body. Feet together. 3, 2, 1. You step that leg back on the diagonal. Hips open up a little bit. Drive through that front foot. Hold the belly in, knee lifts. Inhale down. Exhale. We engage. Good. Inhale down. Exhale. Lift. We engage. 25 more seconds. $15. Making sure you're not letting those weights flop at your sides, okay? Nice, strong, engaged arms. Strong grip on those weights. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, if you're having trouble with your balance on this one, make sure you're looking at a focal point, okay? And that's really going to help you if you're struggling on that knee lift. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Go. Reverse. Sorry, curtsy. Like a lady. And pull that knee up. Curtsy. Pull that knee up. Okay, check yourselves. We're not sticking our booties behind us. Pull the belly in and up. Sit bones down towards the ground. 25 seconds. Weights in the heel of that front leg. Okay, we've got one more exercise in this set, and then another full set to go. 10 more seconds. 7, 3, 2, 1. Release that foot. Okay. Going into our squat pulses. Again, feet are slightly wider than hip width apart, toes slightly turned out to the side, and begin. We sit back towards our heels, and we pulse. Okay, again, you're not here. Okay, there's no tabletop deadlifts happening. Sit bones go down, chest comes up, we sit back, and we push those knees out to the side. Squeeze your butt cheeks together, okay? That's your pulse. 20 seconds to go. 15 seconds, you've got this. If you feel your knees or your lower back at all, you stand up for a few seconds, you reset, and you hit it again. 7 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going into set number 3, back into our goblet squat. Okay, we've got our last set, 3 exercises. 3, 2, 1. We goblet squat. We pulse, and we squeeze up. It's called a goblet squat because it's like you have a big goblet, like a big drink in front of you. and squeeze. Okay, something a little bit more advanced here that you should really be thinking about. Pay attention in these. And think about if you're squeezing one side of your butt harder than the other. If you are, that's usually your dominant leg, okay? And you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to the little guy on the other side. Okay, get that even squeeze happening. Okay, it's something that happens, we don't even notice it, that we're favoring a leg. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Okay, weights at your sides, or you can drop the weights to the ground. We've got our reverse to diagonal, 2, 1, right leg steps back, weight is in the heel of our left, the right leg goes over to the left side, and it comes back. Okay, so if you're not holding weights here, you can keep your hands in front of you. Another option, if you feel like you're sticking your hips behind you, is to place your hands on your lower back, okay? Right above, there's those two little bony things in your back, okay, right at that spot, and that's gonna give you that reminder to push your hips down towards the ground rather than keeping them behind you. Okay, so that's a really nice tip to work on your form. 10 more seconds. Okay, left glute is fired up. 3, 2, 1, release. Taking it over to the other leg. Okay, we're standing on the right, the left leg is going back, and then on the diagonal. 3, 2, 1, here we go, step it back. Reverse. Left leg goes to the right side. We reverse. And over. Okay, even when I'm transferring my weight, I dig my heel. I focus on my heel. Okay, if our weight is in our toes or our weight's forward, okay, we're putting really undue pressure on that knee. You want to make sure that knee is over that ankle. 15 more seconds. Sit bones down. Chest up. Shoulders down. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, we've got 3 exercises left in this set. We're going for our curtsy lunge and knee lift. 3, 2, 1. Step it back on the diagonal. Knee drives forward. Lift. Pull in the belly. Back. And lift. Okay, so in these as well, if you're focusing on driving through that front heel, you're going to feel this muscle coming into your bum, and we're working it. You give it a big squeeze here as well, okay? This isn't just a knee lift with a lazy leg. Squeeze that glute. Okay, when we work out a lot of the time, you're not focused, or you're listening to music, then you're not really thinking about what you're activating. Okay, if you focus on what muscles you want to engage, the workouts are going to be that much more effective. 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, taking it to the other leg. We've got 2 exercises left, 2 minutes of work. You have a short break, then we're going into our next round. 2, 1, begin. We go back. Knee drives forward and up. Squeeze that glute. And diagonal. Big squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale it back up. Strong arms, no floppy weights. 25 seconds to go. Almost there. 15 seconds. 10. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, last exercise in this set. Going for our squat pulses. 3, 2, 1. Sit it back towards your heels. And pulse. Okay, belly's in and lifted. Okay, none of this. Okay, we're not popping and locking. I sit back towards the heels, sit bones down, and we pulse. We squeeze in, squeeze, squeeze. 25 seconds. Remember, if you're feeling your lower back or your knees at all, you stand up, you shake, and you go back down, you reset. 15 seconds to go. You got this, 10 seconds. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. You release. Good. Shake out those legs. Get yourselves a sip of water. Okay, if your legs are already starting to shake or feel it, that's a good thing, but they're not done yet. Okay, our next one, we are going into a squat walk, which means we start in a squat, we walk the leg forward, and the other leg. Okay, we turn around, we walk it back. Next, we take it down to the mat. We're on our hands, hips are up in tabletop, the right leg is lifted. We do a glute bridge on one leg, we rest, we take it to the other, and then we're gonna take it down to our backs. We're gonna do a static hip bridge, and the knees are gonna open and close. Okay, so get yourselves ready. Our first 3 exercises are no weights, the 4th exercise has a weight, and we're also banging out 3 sets of this here. So get yourselves ready. We start in 5, 3, 2, 1. I'm showing this one to you on the diagonal. So you're sitting in your squat. You're gonna step your left foot forward and keep it in the same line as it was before. Our back knee doesn't get all crooked, okay? We just let it naturally kind of release towards the ground. And then we step out the right, that left leg naturally releases, okay? So all of our weight is in this right leg. And then left, and then right. We stand, we turn, and we take it to the other side. We squat. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this facing you so you can see the angle of my knees. Pay attention. This stays in the same line, stays in the same line, stays in the same line. Okay, so we've got lanes here. 3, 2, 1, and release. Take it down to the ground. Okay, that's a really technical exercise. It may take you some time to get it, but just keep working at it. Here we go. We're in tabletop. The right leg is up in the air. We release our glutes down towards the ground. We drive through the heel of our standing leg. The left leg, lift, feel the glutes shake. And then, oh no, we're sticking with the same leg. We're not switching today. Whew, that's gonna be tough. 25 more seconds. Okay, so keep going here. I'm gonna direct you on what's happening in this left leg. We drive, that's your standing leg. We drive through the heel. You're gonna feel your muscles activate into the hamstrings. When you're up at the top of that bridge, okay, you should feel your glutes shaking before you release back down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, you can straighten out that leg. I know you might also be feeling it a bit in your calf muscle. We're taking it to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Left leg is up, right leg is down. We release, we drive through the right heel, squeeze those glutes up, and release. And squeeze, okay? Remember, so we're feeling all of this, squeezing and shaking, and then we release back to the ground. Another important thing to note here is you're not sinking into your shoulders. Okay, press your arms down into the mat, those shoulders away from your ears. 15 more seconds. 10 seconds. Last 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're gonna lay down on our backs. Okay, you can use weights or you can do this without. Weights go into the hip joint. We press up into our hip bridge. We open the knees out to the side, and the knees come back to neutral position. Okay, I'm not touching my knees or folding them in too much. They go out, they come back to neutral position. Out and neutral. Press through your heels. Squeeze your glutes. And if you feel your lower back at all, you do this without weights. Okay, or you bring those hips to the ground, you reset, you engage your belly muscles, and you squeeze back up, okay? Usually when you're feeling your lower back, it means that you're not properly engaging your glutes. So focus there. Rest your hands on your bum, not to hold you up, but just to make sure that that's what you're feeling. Remind yourself that that's your focus. 2, 1, release. We're going back to our first exercise. Okay, focus on your form here. All right, I'm gonna keep going to you. Okay, we're in our squat. Knees are out, we're not letting them fold in. We step forward. We keep the leg in the same lane as it was. Okay, this one just relaxes. And then the other leg. And the other. And you can turn if you need to, or you can just keep going if you got a lot of space. Lane. Lane. Okay, you're shifting your weight into that front leg. 15 more seconds. Keep your lanes, don't let your knees buckle in. You keep going out to the side. 7 seconds to go. Show you here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Okay, we're going back down to the ground, back into our tabletop glute bridge. 3, 2, 1, and let's start with the left leg up, right leg down. We release, drive through that heel, feel that glute shake, and release. Drive up, and release, and drive. If you're really struggling here to do like the whole 50 seconds on one leg, I encourage you to alternate. Okay, and then you can do 2 sets alternating instead of one leg at a time, okay? 15 seconds to go. Remember, keep your weight in your heel. The second you shift your weight forward, you're bringing pressure into the knees. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake out those hands. Shake out that leg. Taking it to the other side. Okay, if you alternated, you're going to keep alternating in this 50 seconds. And here we go. Left leg is down, right leg is up. We release. We lift. We release. We lift. Pay attention here that your knee is over your ankle, okay? If your foot is too far back, okay, you're putting pressure in your knee. If the leg is too far away from you, you're going to really start to pull your hamstring muscles here, so we don't want that either, okay? You want to make sure that when you lift up into your tabletop, you have basically a 90-degree angle in that knee. 15 seconds to go. Shoulders down. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, lay down on your back. Weights are on that pelvis. Drive those heels into the ground. We lift up. We hold it. We squeeze those glutes. We open the knees. They come back to neutral. Breathing here. Okay, when your knees are coming back to neutral, think about your inner thighs pulling them together. Okay, we're not just wagging our knees here. We open, the glutes engage. We close, we use our inner thighs. Keep breathing. Squeeze those glutes. 15 seconds to go. We've only got 1 set left. 4 exercises. We're taking it into abs. 7 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay, this is it. Our last set. 4 exercises. You can do this. 3, 2, 1. We sit, we walk. Keep that foot in the same lane. Same lane. Okay, if you have any questions about this exercise, feel free to film it and send it to me. Okay, and then we'll go over it together. There's no reason for you to go this alone or feel like you're doing something wrong. 20 more seconds. Good. 10 seconds to go. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, going down to our tabletop. Okay, either alternating or sticking with the same leg. And we lift. We release. Drive through the heel. Squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale. Okay, when you're breathing correctly, you squeeze that glute. The exhale also will pull in that belly, the belly, and then you're going to be engaging your core. Okay, this is a great core strengthener as well. 20 seconds to go. Almost there. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going to the other leg. Got 2 exercises left, 2 minutes of work, and we're going into abs. Here we go. 2, 1, knock it out. Focus on that glute. Give yourself a focal point. Get in that zone. And just knock it out. Don't rush through these though. Okay, it's none of this. Full engagement. 25 seconds. Shoulders down, away from those ears. Exhale as you lift up. 15 seconds. Last 10, you've got this. 5 seconds. 3, 2, get one more in there. And release. Okay. Grab those weights, place them on your hips. Go in for a static hip bridge. Knees open and come back to neutral. 2, 1, go. Open. Neutral. Glutes, inner thighs. Glutes, inner thighs. Glutes, inner thighs. Breathing. 30 more seconds. Almost there. 20 seconds to go. Find that zone. This is your last push. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, great. You can put those weights to the side. Get yourself a sip of water. We are going into our ab workout. We are working on some static abs today. Okay, this is going to be short, simple, and effective. Okay, our first one, again, I'll be walking you through these, so I'm going to be sitting up and talking a lot after I tell you about the exercise. Our first one is our hollow hold, keeping our lower back pinned to the ground, shoulders up, either with straight legs or bent legs. Our next exercise is going to be our V-up static hold. Okay, you can also hug your legs in for a little bit more lower back support here. And then we're going to place our hands behind us. Okay, soft bend in the elbows, and we're gonna hold it here. All right, you've got 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Setting up our timer. Okay, get yourselves ready, we're on our backs. Knees are at 90. Arms are out in front of us. Head and shoulders lift up. 3, 2, 1. We hold. Pull that belly in. If your belly's not shaking, slowly bring your legs further away from you. Okay, our max here is straight legs. Okay, again, don't let your back arch off the ground. We keep those hips tilted underneath us. You breathe. 10 more seconds. If you start to feel your back at all, you bring your feet down to the ground and you reset. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. We're coming to sit up. On your sit bones, okay, make sure your feet are parallel to the ground, arms in front of you, shoulders down, and feet come up. We hold. Okay, if you don't feel anything, try to bring your chest and knees a little bit further from one another. If you need a little extra support, you grab onto your backs of your legs and just give them like a little squeeze. That's going to help support your lower back. Okay, as long as you still feel your abs, this position is perfectly fine. 7 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We release. Good. Now we place our hands behind us. We want your fingertips facing you, your bum. Soft bend in those elbows. Pull your knees together. 2, 1. The knees come up. Okay, we hold it here, or you can do full extension. Pull the belly button in. We're not leaning on our arms, okay? The hands are just there for support. Again, if you feel your back, you pull it in a little bit closer to you. If this exercise doesn't feel good at all, you come down, you rest, and then you place your hands back. You hold it up for as long as you can. You rest, and you come back, okay? 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, we're repeating this set. If that first set felt a little bit easy, challenge yourself. If you felt your back, pull it in a little bit. 3, 2, 1, back to our hollow hold. Pulling in and down, lifting from the chest, gaze up on the diagonal towards the ceiling. Breathing. On every exhale, pull that belly button down. Keep that lower back glued to the floor. 10 more seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You pull it in. You roll yourself up to our seated position. Static V hold. 3, 2, shoulders down, feet come up, and we hold. Again, if you feel like you're not feeling your abs at all, you're chilling, pull your knees and chest further from one another, or you can grab the backs of your legs, give yourself a little bit more support. Everyone remember, shoulders down and back, chest open, spine elongated. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds, don't let those feet hang. Keep them up in line with the knees. 3, 2, 1, we release. Good. Fingertips go back behind us. This is our last one, and we're going into stretching. 3, 2, 1. Arms are there for support. Legs are out in front of us. We hold. Again, if you need to, you bend your knees, or you can come up, give yourself a little hug, a little rest. We reset. Okay, you got to build up these muscles sometimes. It's not going to happen right away, and forcing it into your back does not help the matter, okay? Short little spurts, okay, it's going to get you there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, you release, and we go into stretching. All right, so we're going to start our stretch today. Seated in butterfly, feet together, shoulders back and down. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, pull it back. Okay, you're going to stay with a rounded back here. Drop your neck, release your head. Drop your head, release your neck rather. And then you're going to dive it forward, pull your head down towards your toes. Okay, if you'd like to, you can give a little extra stretch. Press your hands down to your knees, pressing them down, or you can use your elbows. And straighten those legs out in front of you. Feet are flexed. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring it down towards the toes. Remember to get that towel or your yoga strap if you need that little extra assistance. to get to your toes. Elongating from the backs of our legs, not forcing our chest down. Good. Bring that right leg back behind you. Stretch out your quads. Because even though we were glute focused today, those quads were working and firing up. We press the knee down, the hip comes up a little bit. We rotate that hip back down towards the ground. And switch your legs. We lean back, press the knee down, the hip comes up a little bit, we rotate it back. And we're going to come back up to standing. Okay, we're going to do a standing glute stretch. So you can grab onto a chair or a wall for a little bit of balance. And place your right ankle on your left knee and sit back until you feel that stretch coming through the glute. Okay, weight is in the heel of the standing leg. And release, switching legs. Okay, if your left leg is up, you should feel the stretch in the glute of your left leg. We release, feet together. Okay, cross one foot over the other. Okay, so your legs are crossed. We reach down towards the ground, release the head. You should feel a stretch coming up the back of your back leg. And roll it back up, switching to the other side. Release. Roll it back up, release that leg. Interlock your fingers behind your back, roll your shoulders, look up. And coming back forward, interlock your fingers, round your back, bend your knees. Arms come up, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale it back up. Exhale to heart center. Thank you for joining me in this video, and I'll see you in the next workout.